Guys, thank you so much for joining. Good afternoon. When we talk about electrical hazard, we are not talking about theory. These are a real risk that injury occurs every day. NFP 70 give us the knowledge and control to prevent those incidents. By the end of this session, I want every one of you work about knowing exactly how to protect yourself and your team. Actually, NFP 70 is not just a standard, is the line that stands between a normal workday and a life-changing incident. Today, we are going to learn how to stay on the safe side of that line. I have some videos. Please try to mute your mic. If you have any query, any question, you can raise your hand so I will give you time. Thank you. In our commitment to safety, it is very important to adhere to the safety-related maintenance requirement for electrical equipment and installation. Regular maintenance and inspection of electrical system not only ensure optimal performance, but also significantly reduce the risk of accident and failure. This includes checking for wear and tear, ensuring proper grounding, and verifying that all safety devices are functioning correctly, all electrical devices, electrical appliances, everything. Additionally, always refer to the relevant codes and standards such as NFPA 70 to guide our maintenance practice. In fact, in our houses, in our facilities, in everywhere we are working or we are living, we must have to know the uh, safety and the functionality of our equipment and our electrical appliances. Personal safety is equally important. Each of you must wear appropriate personal protective equipment while working with electrical installation, including insulated gloves, shoes, goggles. Obviously, these PPE is also part of our job, but additional PPEs are different for electric safety. We will discuss this one also. Familiarize yourself with emergency procedure. Ensure that you are prepared to respond effectively. The practice we are doing right now on work at height, I mean on height, is just for that scenario. I mean, in case of emergency, if any person, a technician is going up there for havoc or for AC maintenance, it may possible he got shock, electric shock there. So how will we handle this incident? So we must know the safety of that area, what kind of hazard is there, what kind of electric shock he done like this. So we have to prepare ourselves also in case if we are working in our home or someone is working with us. So what are the concerns? What kind of mitigation we have to done before and after and during the work? By prioritizing both equipment maintenance and personal safety, we create a safer working environment for everyone. Okay, today's topic is basically I'm not going to deliver the whole code here. I have just choose the topic that are related to our specialty because the whole topic is too much long, so we will not going to consider to deliver it right now. So we will do it in step by step. To state safety related maintenance and requirements for electrical equipment installation, PPEs, maintenance, also housekeeping is very important. So in this presentation, we will discuss the things that we are facing in our routine work and the things we need to maintain, like electrical equipments, like appliances, like substations, like battery rooms. Okay, learning objectives. After this presentation, hopefully people will learn the scope of intent. What is the scope of defined maintenance requirement, focusing on electrical equipment safety in workplace, like our workplace. Employer, what is your responsibility, and what is the responsibility of our employer also, our client is here, hospital well-being is here, and also the responsibilities of the employer, staff they are working with. PPs and tools compliance. I mean the use of personal protective equipment, tools that we are using, they are properly tagged, maintenance, inspected like this. And safety program foundation must these objectives support effective electrical safety programs that we are engaging some program learning process for training like this. Reducing risk and documentation after at the end. The reporting is most important in every, what can I say, lecture, in every drill, in every place. If we are doing some work, so at the end we have to make reporting. Okay, prepare person reduce risk of the equipment failure and document maintenance compliance approval, like this kind of all reporting is important to submit for record and also for what are the general requirements. We have a complete department, separate department for hard service here. They were working on only on this topic. I mean, utility area, chiller yard area, habit area. They're all on their responsibility. But being a team, this is our responsibility also that we do not to compromise on this thing because these things lead to be an incident. So these things lead to the next step, focus on employee safety. If we are putting observations, near misses, and daily walkarounds, and also we are focusing our uh, personal safety and people, staff safety. So, in phase military practice, that objective ensure employee safety around electrical equipment. When we are maintaining the equipments, we are inspecting our tools, we are giving proper PPs, focus on employee safety. Then other main important thing, everyone is not a electrician. Everyone is not an electrical engineer here. So the people know about their job, that what job they have. It seems like if a person is a plumber, you cannot give him task to maintain or install any switch or a breaker or a breaker, that please you can adjust the breaker because he don't know about this. So a qualified person is qualified for his own work and his own job. So mandate maintenance be qualified and trained person should be higher and should be the equipment and the procedure he is using also. Okay. So qualified person requirement is most important for any facility, for any industry that he is during hiring, that he person is a master subject for his job. Documentation and standard. You know, documentation and standard is to follow, like NFPA 70, when we are facing some issue, so we have to follow the standard. What standard is saying? After the reference of standard, we have to make documentation like risk assessment documents, like reporting, like inspection checklist, like this. So documentation and standard is most important thing that we have to keep it for our routine work, for record, and for our personal documentation. Safety and workspace management. Clear working space and prompt correction of inspection deficiencies ensure safe electrical maintenance environment. If the workplace management is good way, so obviously safe electrical maintenance environment we have. Otherwise, if there is a poor housekeeping, there is poor cable management, so this was not a good, I can say, that safe environment for working. Substations and switch gears. Uh, See, this is the main part. This is especially for the electricians and electrical engineers, and also the people who are working with main lines. Okay, but you must have a knowledge to ensure that what are the substation and switch gears, and also the controllers. Safety for maintenance. Regular maintenance, ensure enclosure. See, again, we are repeating this word. Maintenance is not about your equipment, your tool. No, maintenance is also about the site. Like if we can discuss about our utility area. Our utility area is more than 100 meter, I think. Okay. So the maintenance of whole area is most important, like the maintenance, housekeeping on daily basis, the area with programmers, with different kind of main switch gears, the different kind of, we have electrical rooms. Everything should be maintained. The main most important thing is to save it from water. There is any unattended material is there, or unauthorized person is there, or is there any kind of dripping water from roof is there. So these are the concerns that we have to maintain. Properly management of wires. Okay. So maintenance shows that this area is in visual inspection on daily basis, and if we found any kind of issue or any kind of concern there, so we will solve it on daily basis and quickly, and we can respond it very sharply. So proper housekeeping of enclosures and fencing and behind the electrical wires, behind the electrical switches. So this is very important. So try to, as we have, special good thing is that no one is authorized to go inside the electrical rooms. Only authorized person that have access cards, they are allowed to go, or only the housekeeping staff is allowed to go inside. So without access card, no one allowed. This is good thing, because people who don't know about the electric safety, they may, in case of wizard, they don't know and they will switch on, or they may on the any other switch that may create a hazard, or that may create any accident for us. Inspection of conductor and bus path. Regular inspection, again, I have already discussed about this. Regular inspection, daily basis, we have a checklist on it. Every room, every area, every generator room, every chiller area have a checklist that was fulfilled on daily basis by the technicians and also supervised by the engineers. Functional testing and protected devices. As you know, that hard services go doing PPM on regular basis, quarterly, biannually, annually, for different areas, for different, circuit breakers, switch gears, controllers. So they have a complete plan for the whole year to maintain these areas. Controller safety and emergency stop. Controller must have operational guard, interlocks, grounded circuits, and clearly identify the emergency stop mechanism. That was the part of every equipment. If someone is working in substation, switchgear, and controllers, so what will be the impact and what is the solution for? Prevention wiring safety, proper labeling and identification, fuse and circuit breaker maintenance, protective covers and replacement, regular safety inspection. So wiring safety, what is wiring safety? Basically, wiring is the management of proper wires. The wires are going with the cable tray, wires insulation, properly insulated wire, properly sealed with the switch. The way of wire, like we can say the race base, seal opening and keep cover intact. The cover of the switch is completely, covered. There is should be waterproof, and should be covered from the wire is covered from the insulated material. If something is wrong there, we have to, report it immediately. Proper labeling, label in which time it is installation has been done, and the next inspection date. What is the color coding? Also in oil and gas, we use color coding for the tool, that is electrical tool, that's used for regular basis for by the electrician, by the fabricator, by the welders. So we use labeling and color coding also for these tools. Fuse and circuit breaker maintenance. Keep fuse older and undamaged and used correct rating. We have to check the circuit breaker on regular basis. If the circuit breaker and any switch is you found it a break or he in downside, so we have to check the functionality and it may possible. I just remember that it may possible a supervisor or an engineer or technician working. It may possible he personally switch off the breaker. So just remember the Lotto system on that time. The log out tag out has been utilized there. That is the most important thing when we are going in utility area. If there is working going on, so they sometimes um, off the breaker by their self, but they put the log. They mention that there's working going on, so no one have authorized to on this breaker or this switch. Factor cover and also let's discuss this regular safety inspection. Inspection is very again and again the proper maintenance depend on inspection. Inspections depend on walkarounds, and walkarounds should be documented with the inspection sheet, which we call checklists. So this is the way to how we can maintain our area, maintain our equipment, maintain our substation, maintain our generators, maintain our utility area, maintain our wirings. So regular safety inspections depend on your regular walkarounds and to check out the areas by your, I mean, it's a responsibility of hard service to be done this job, but you people are also doing the walkaround, so you can also involve in this session. Hazards, hazard locations and equipment. Electrical equipment related hazard. Electrical equipment, rotary equipment hazards are some, battery the hazards regarding electrical appliances or electrical tool, electrical devices. You must know the location, you must know the what kind of hazard is it and what kind of place it is. Let's suppose if I can give you an example, if you are visiting the utility area, so first of all you are facing there's a generators is going on. If turbine is there, or if turbine is there, there should be a rotary equipment. If rotary equipment is there, you see there's some different kind of slip and trip hazards also there. If you found some wire without insulation, so it's electric shock incident is there. If you go to the inside the battery room, you see the battery room is also a big hazard. If you touch with any switch or any node that was, during working or during traveling or during your hand is touched with somewhere, or it may possible explosion of lithium battery. This is also part of hazards that we can face. But we must know the hazards and their, mitigations and probability of it, and what kind of solutions to done. If you have any recommendation, you can also put it a new way during risk assessment. This is a hazard. Okay. There's also some kind of, installation is there, but we must need this thing. You put your documentation for this hazard, so we will consider it. Okay. And the last, we are discussing about the personal protections. With personal protection in hierarchy of control, PP are the last control layers. Okay. So first of all, you have to eliminate, you have to change, or you have to alternate like this. But PP has, and your PP must be fully completed and fully, in good condition and should be not be damaged. For electrical safety, we need different electrical protective PPs. Like if you can discuss about the PP, electrical personal protective PPs. So first of all, hard hat. We can start from here. Safety glasses, face shield if you're going to work in a substation or control room. in controllers or in substations, electric rubber gloves, okay, insulation sleeves, Nimex or fire protective suit, and safety shoes. Safety functions, poor maintenance storage, PP inspection and frequency. Okay, I will show you the short video on it. We have a slide on portable electrical tools and equipment. What are the portable electrical tools we are choosing? Almost every type of electrical tool has been utilizing in our facility. Okay. The best practice is to use in every tool is inspection. Before start the work, you have to inspect that tool, inspect that equipment. Is it okay to work? Inspection tag is there. Okay. When will the last inspection has been done? And its tool is damaged. Let's suppose if you're talking about the rotary saw, if you're talking about the uh, disc cutter, is it disc is uh, in good health? You have to check the disc, you have to check the wire, you have to check the equipment's body, each and everything. Okay. If the if the tool is repairable, so please send him for repair. And we must know the hazards is there. We must know we have to train our staff. But if after all these things, we have to be a focus on our areas, maintenance of equipment, tools like this. Okay. And the last field is checklist and record keeping. So I already discussed on it. Documentation is the most important thing in every field. If something happened, let's suppose we have seen the video that incident has happened. If they have a proper checklist, if they have a proper risk assessment of that area, if they already observe some kind of negligence of that from that person, if we have a training record, if we have every document, then no one will shout out at you, no one can up finger at you because you have done everything from your side. So record keeping is very important. Just remember, okay? So you are delivering a training. So what you deliver in this training, the training topics, what is the training topic, or is the audience, the signature of the audience, okay? And you have a record of this. It's mean you did your job. Why we are focusing on toolbox tasks, why we are focusing on training, why we are focusing on drill records, drill reports. This is the way why we are very conscious on it because we are doing our job very well. But in case of any emergency, if happen, see, no emergency is come without with informing you. Incidents happen with someone mistake, is unsafe act or unsafe condition, it doesn't matter. But if something is happened, so you must have a complete checklist and record of that area. So that's why the checklist for the equipment, for the areas, for maintenance, for tool inspection, for everything is very important, and the record keeping is also is the most important. So please keep your record in good way in two places or three places, and also with sign and with everything. You are the key to safety. This is our last slogan that no one is going to save you. You are the responsible for your safety, and you are the responsible for other safety also. Just remember, safety is with us, not with anyone. It's not the responsibility of HEC, it's not responsibility of manager. Safety is responsibility of everyone's. So we have to responsible for ourselves, we have to responsible for our team, we have to responsible for people also. So thank you for joining. Before we close, I want to remind everyone that NFPA 70 is not just a standard. It's a life-saving factor. Arc flash and electrical hazard didn't give second chance. Just remember, if something happened with someone, if he engaged with any electric shock, it may possible that it was his last day. But safety of that person, of that your team member is your responsibility. How you treat it, you deliver him proper training, you maintain that equipment properly, you give him proper PPEs, you give him proper knowledge about that work, you know about the rescue, you know about aftershock, the emergency, what kind of first aid he required, you know the CPR purpose, everything. If you apply what you learned today, risk assessment, PP selection, safe procedure, you protect yourself and your teammate and your staff also, and your co-worker as well. So please, uh, if you learn something, if you have learned something and you convey this message to others, is called, a best practice in any organization. So thank you so much and have a good day.